You signed up, you got matched, and you dug deep into training courses on how to be an effective mentor. Now you're ready to help change someone's life and career, right? Maybe not. For many first-time mentors, anxiety runs high before the first mentoring session. The fear of messing up, saying the wrong thing, or steering your mentee in the wrong direction is very common for mentors. Don't worry, we'll get you through that first mentoring session with ease. Hi, I'm Jessica. Welcome to Mentoring Masterminds, where we combine the expert-level insights we've gained as a top-rated mentoring software provider with real-world best practices from mentoring program leaders at top organizations. In this video, we'll help calm some of your fears with practical steps to take leading up to your first mentoring session. We make these videos because we love seeing mentoring programs succeed and real careers positively impacted. Be sure to like and subscribe so you know when we release new content like this every week. It might seem a bit weird that as the mentor, you're feeling anxious and unsure about your mentoring session. After all, this mentoring session isn't about you, it's about the mentee. But keep in mind that serving as a mentor is a leadership role, and a fairly important one at that. Mentoring is a social learning engagement that can have an incredible impact on your mentee's future success. With that in mind, feeling anxious is completely understandable. Those pre-session jitters make sense since so much could be riding on your shoulders. Hopefully that didn't make you feel more nervous. The point here is that you're not alone. And in fact, once you really get rolling in that relationship, those jitters will go away pretty quickly. In fact, a study from the University of Cambridge found that mentoring can reduce the anxiety and improve the mental health of the mentor. As noted by the study's authors, we found that mentoring relationships provide a unique context for mentors to discuss and normalize their concerns, to share ideas for managing anxieties, and to find more meaning in their work. This aligns with what we found to be consistently true among our clients. Mentors tend to benefit as much and sometimes more than mentees from the mentoring relationship. And mentors often have lower turnover rates and higher job satisfaction than mentees. That's because serving as a mentor can be incredibly rewarding. So even if you're feeling nervous, don't worry, it won't last long. In fact, you'll likely start feeling energized by your meetings in a very good way. Now, let's get to a few things that you can do to prepare for that first session. Most of us are familiar with icebreakers. These are activities or topics that help reduce the awkwardness of meeting and getting to know someone for the first time. Getting an icebreaker activity or simply choosing a few fun topics to discuss can ease that tension and help you learn something interesting about your mentee. Should the topics be professionally focused or more casual? That's up to you. We have a blog post on mentoring topics you could discuss, which you can find linked in the description. Ultimately, your best bet is to pick an icebreaker that will be both fun and won't offend your mentee. Even in a structured mentoring program, you'll need to establish a set of expectations between yourself and your mentee. This could be in the form of a mentoring agreement, which we'll talk about in a different video. Or you and your mentee could just set some ground rules that you can both agree to that will ensure the relationship works smoothly for both of you. Common expectations include what type of topics you can discuss, how frequently you plan to meet, and whether your mentee will have access to you outside of regular meeting times. Mentors and mentees will often discuss the extent of their responsibility over goals. Most mentoring programs are mentee-led, but you and your mentee may agree to you taking on some extended responsibility over helping track goal achievement and general accountability. Whatever you do here, just make sure both you and your mentee agree and get it written down so you can reference it later. Before you head into that first session, make a list of what expectations you'd like to set, then discuss those with your mentee. One of the biggest hurdles mentees have is visioning. It's common for mentees to only have a vague idea of where they want to go in their career or what skills they want to learn or acquire. Leverage your experience to help them walk through a visioning exercise that gives them tangible direction to what they want. As with setting expectations, make sure you write this down. Then create a broad timeline and milestones for achievement. That kind of structure will go a long way for your mentee. It'll also help you feel more prepared for your meeting and help you feel much better about your role. What successful strategies have you seen for the first mentoring session? Let us know in the comments below. The simple act of creating a plan can help calm nerves and lead to better outcomes for the first mentoring session. Just make sure that the meeting is not all about business. Make time for getting to know your mentee on a human level too. Remember, mentoring is a social learning engagement. That social aspect is important to make it work. As long as you've been matched well, that shouldn't be a problem. But adding relationship development strategies to your meeting will create far better outcomes for the road ahead. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to visit us at MentorcliQ.com and follow us on LinkedIn for more mentoring program insights and advice.